a couple months off, you get that Brett Favre syndrome, you know what I mean, where he's going to come back. And the fact that he never outright said that WrestleMania 26 is my final match, I am done, I am retiring. The fact that he never mentioned retiring just leads me to believe that at some point he'll be back. But nonetheless, the promo last night was not scripted. I mean, it was from the heart. You could see that. It's just, like I said, when it was all said and done, he'll be back.
Before anything was said, he'll be back. After it's all said and done, I don't know if he'll be back. There's mine.
Okay. All right, no doubt. I just, you know, these guys go and they take time off, and then they get that itch, you know what I mean, where they all come back.
I'm sure he'll come back and appear at some point. Will he wrestle? Will he wrestle? I don't know.
Yeah, I just think he's in too good a shape right now, you know what I mean? I mean, the guy's outstanding on a week-to-week basis with his, I don't know, man. I just think he'll be back. But nonetheless, I mean, it was a great promo to end Monday Night Raw, and then they did the thing where he walked up the ramp. It was a cool spot where Taker came out and basically just came out to the top of the ramp and walked his cap. What's that? Tip his cap.
Yeah, he walked out, tipped the cap, and then just turned around, kind of like, all right, kid. Whatever. Yeah. Triple H was like hogging the shit out of the spotlight at the end, though. Like, the last image we see is him putting little glow sticks and an X on the ground, and then, like, you know, he eventually walked away to let Shawn have it, like, literally last 2 seconds by himself, but...
Right.
And it kind of fucked up the thing where Sheamus beat his ass earlier tonight, because now he's smiling and he's happy and he's fine. Like, we just saw him get laid out. Like, we thought he's hurt from the pipe, you know?
Right.
It was only an hour ago, guys, you know.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's, we're going to open up the live phone lines right now. I know we still got to run down TNA Impact. We're just going to kind of highlight bits and pieces. If you want to call us up now, it's 518-712-3070. Talk WrestleMania or Monday Night Raw. If you got comments on that, or UFC 111 as well as UFC 2, whatever you want to talk about, give us a call, 518-712-3070. And
one thing I liked on TNA last night was Mr. Anderson's promo, and especially the end when he just said, because he's an asshole, and then he just stopped and paused and looked right in the camera. Asshole, like it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, he was pretty good. The only problem
I was actually laughing so loud that my two brothers came in and said, "Are you actually laughing at wrestling right now?" I said, "It's hard to explain. Just trust me. I wouldn't laugh if it wasn't funny. It was funny."
I can't stand his gimmick, though. I agree. The promo last night on Impact was fine, dude. But that gimmick, dude, I mean, there's too much is too much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I
didn't see a lot of it, so I mean, it's still new enough to me.
I mean, he could be huge without that gimmick. Does that make sense?
Just the repeating and the microphone coming out?
Well, I think if you just gave him like a badass gimmick, you know what I mean? Like give him like a Steve Austin type gimmick where you got defies authority. Well, true, but you've done that same gimmick in WWE and TNA, where I thought when he went to TNA they were gonna give him a completely different gimmick and try something new. And they brought that same spiel from WWE to TNA, and I never was a huge fan of it in WWE, and now he's got it in TNA. And then we've seen Kurt versus Anderson how many times already? And then we've got a ladder match.
That was a funny thing too, because when Kurt said it'll be me versus Mr. Anderson at the pay-per-view, that was okay or whatever. But then when Mr. Anderson came out 2 minutes later and said it'll be me versus Kurt Angle next week, like, it was like the big announcement, and like one person you could hear in the audience,
okay.
Yeah, all right, like, and everybody else was dead silent.
Not only that, okay, but we're gonna do Kurt Angle versus Ken Anderson next week on Impact, and we're gonna give away a free ladder match on TV. No doubt, understand you're trying to compete with WWE. You got to put on some crazy matches, crazy gimmicks. You got to go all out.
Crazy, man. How about that stipulation? That the ladder match is you get a key if you win the ladder match, and that key opens the door to the cage at the pay-per-view. But the whole way to win the match at the pay-per-view is to get out the door. So if you win the key, don't that guarantee you win because only you have the key to get out of the cage? Or
so as soon as the match starts, just go fucking right.
I mean, they can stop you and take the key from you. So then I guess it doesn't matter who wins the ladder match. Either way, it's no matter how you look at it.
I would just, and I didn't know I honestly didn't know that they were going to do... Did they announce that last night, that the pay-per-view match was going to be a cage match? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Kurt Angle announced that, and then when Mr. Anderson came out, he announced the ladder match.
All right, because when it was first announced last week, they had said, or the report that I had got was that they were going to do a ladder match on the Live Impact next week, and then at the pay-per-view they were going to do a regular match. And I'm thinking, okay, you're going to give away a free ladder match on TV, but then you're going to make people order the pay-per-view to see the same match, not the same match, but the same two guys in a singles match. So at least they put the cage in there. At least
I thought every match was a cage match at Lockdown. Is that?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's, you know what? I'm not
the TNA mark. I didn't even. I was just.
No, I'm not even. I'm not. I completely forgot that. I'm not even fucking. That's what it was, dude. Because every match at Lockdown is inside a cage. So that's why it came across as a singles match. I should have been. Open my fucking eyes, right, dude?
I mean, you're a dumb person. What are you gonna do?
I am kind of a dumb person. Tonight I feel off, dude. Something's off tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. Whatever. So be it. All right. Live phone calls. Got any of them? 518-712. No. 518.
One came through and then he left real quick. So I don't know. It's weird with that too. Usually we got too many to handle. They were all over the show in hour one too. Where are they now? 518-712-3070 and our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Lots and lots of people in there tonight, man. It always fills up. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we go live. Bang, these people flock. I'm not in there, so I don't know. I can't go in there anymore because of problems I'm having with my computer, but...
Yeah, we've got a... well, I'll tell you what. While we wait for... I actually don't really want to run down Impact. I mean, I've got the Impact report here. We'll just do... we'll do bits and pieces. Eric Bischoff, once again, every segment that he is in on a weekly basis on TNA Impact is awesome. His promo work is... I mean, he's one of the...
He's really good, and to the opposite end of the spectrum, Jeff Hardy, anytime he's on with a microphone,
right?
It's what is it supposed to be, bro? Like, he's saying poems and weird shit, and like it doesn't make any sense.
Well,
like he started singing his theme song, and his theme song sucks as it is. So it was just.
Dude, he's got a Twitter account or something, dude, where he posts messages, real weird shit, man, from like you said, poems or whatever, dude. But he posts some real weird shit up on there. And then Matt Hardy, dude, he put a video up. Did you see the video that he did last week where he was inside a hot tub at a hotel or something, dude, and he was just like, I'm Matt Hardy, and I will never die, and I thank you for you. Matt Hardy, dude, the guy's better than me. You know what I mean? The guy's on TV on a weekly basis. I don't know. I don't fucking like him, Boone. I don't like
Matt Hardy. He whines all the time. Like, something's always out to get him and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, or
he's always fighting the cause, and like,
he comes across as he's just bigger than everybody else. He's got like a real cocky attitude. Like that video that he posted last week, he just came across as such a fucking prick. I mean, ask the people in the chat room, if you guys viewed that video, I posted it last week, and it just seemed like that, I don't know, he just came across as a real prick.
They're all a bunch of weirdos, though. Jeff's weird, like even Shannon Moore with the Dilly Gaff, and he thinks that's cool, and he's just a fucking weirdo, like, he's weird.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is, dude. It's just something with Matt Hardy that I don't know. I'm not on the bandwagon, not on the Hardy Boys bandwagon, and they're horrible when it comes to, promos, you know what I mean? Matt Hardy and Jeff. Yeah. All right. So I mean, as far as Impact, Jay Lethal really got a chance to shine last night. They did some backstage segments. The Macho Man gimmick that he's been doing. Black Machismo over on.
He actually got the win over Beer Money too, didn't he? Beat him in a handicap match.
Right, last night, you're right. And then we had, I'm skimming through here. We had, there was a real good match with Shannon Moore and Kazarian versus Doug Williams and Brian Kendrick, X Division Tag Team match, which was very well done. Probably the best match on the show. We had the main event with the cage match. It was Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam, and Eric Young. Eric Young's another guy that they're really getting behind. Again,
they also had Jeff Jarrett versus AJ Styles for the number one contendership earlier in the night, and Ric Flair was in a wheelchair and he got ejected. He was funny again, but they didn't get a Flair promo. I wish they would have one every week, at least one.
Yeah, they had speaking of promos, they had a promo by the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, last night, which we aired on the pre-show before we came live tonight. By the way, guys, for the pre-show on a weekly basis, if you get here at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, You obviously can't see it. We don't have video. Don't be stupid. But we got the audio of TNA Impact. I think we're going to do that on a weekly basis because you download
I do, because I download it because I watch Raw. Until Raw starts sucking too bad to even watch none of it. But as long as Raw is good enough, I'll watch Raw live because I don't care if I miss some of it flipping around. TNA I download so I can watch it all, but that way I always have it Tuesday